All right, here we go. We're going Buccaneers offense. If we look at this run play that they had against the Chiefs, this is an inside zone play right here. Okay, what Ronald Jones is trying to do on the inside zone, he's reading from the A gap on his left, right? So the gap between the center and the guard to the B gap, which is the gap between the guard and the left tackle, to the C gap between the left tackle and his tight end Grunt, right? They're in 11 personnel. When they're in 11 personnel, right, there's only one linebacker on the field. Nick Sorensen is a safety playing linebacker on this play, right? That gives them a great advantage, right? When you have a safety playing in the linebacker spot, okay? And also too, in this game, Chris Jones, number 95, who's one of the best D tackles in the league, had his third worst game according to PFF in the run game all year versus the Bucs, right? He had a terrible grade on his run stoppage, so they can take advantage of that. But we go here to the left, right? We see the A gap is closed, but there's a gap open right there where Chris Jones is. The left tackle gets a great block on him, and then Jones is able to make somebody miss and run for 37 yards. They need plays like this. If they can get this consistently, right, a little 4 or 5 pop, right, and then let Jones and Fournette run around a little bit, they'll have something going there. What the Bucs do very well, we'll go to the pass play next here, Edward.
All right.
What the Bucs do very well is they do play action pass, right? It's one of the reasons why it's hard for teams to get pressure on them, because defensive linemen don't know, hey, this play, it looks like a run. Is it a run? Oh, snap, I got to stop. Oh, wait, now I got to go pass rush, right? So they do a lot of good stuff. But as we said before, one of the keys to the game is they got to get the tight ends involved, right? If we look at this play versus the Saints in the divisional round, okay, we're going to fake the outside zone to Ronald Jones, right? If you're been fans of EMAC stats for last year, we saw last year in the Super Bowl, the Kansas City Chiefs ran the same exact play, and they hit the receiver, which on this play is Chris Godwin, on this little hide route coming on the wheel on the opposite side of the field. That's the first read, okay? But as we see, 3 defenders go with Mike Evans, and 2 other defenders go with Chris Godwin, which leaves Cameron Brate wide open on the other side of the field. They have to take advantage of this over and over and over again, especially against the Chiefs. The Chiefs give up a lot of yardage to tight ends. They need to do that over and over again. They do that, they'll have success. They'll control the game. They'll keep Patrick Mahomes on the sideline, and they'll have a chance to win the game. All right, now, defensively, what are the keys they need to do? Hey, key number 1, you're saying there's a chance. Again, like I said earlier, this defense can stop the Chiefs' offense. They can. They only gave up 7 points in the second half in their Week 12 matchup once they figured out what to do with Tyreek Hill, right? Their goal should be to hold the Chiefs' offense to 24 points. If they hold the Chiefs' offense to 24 points, I believe they can win. Goal number 2, the front 4 must eat. They must create pressure with their front 4 guys and not have to blitz that often. As long as they do that, they give themselves a chance, right? Whenever Patrick Mahomes faces pressure, but he's not blitzed, that's when he's at his worst, right? His let me get the numbers real quick. His QB rating when he's under pressure without the blitz is 78.5, right? His completion percentage is 47%. And he's thrown 3 picks and only 8 touchdowns when he's under pressure without the blitz. So if we look at this play from their game against Denver earlier this year, this is one of the last games they had Vita Vea. He takes up so much space and so much of attention of the defensive line that it allows them to do all these extra exotic things to get a defensive back in the backfield to get a sack, right? So now here the Broncos are in 11 personnel, right? They have the Buccaneers have a 5-man front. One linebacker got a safety walked up looking like, hey, maybe he's covering the tight end man to man, right? So what the quarterback and the offense is looking at, hey, we have 6 blockers on this play. there's probably 7 guys that could come, but they're probably not, right? So all the offensive linemen are going to take the front line of the defense, right? Those 5 players. The running back has the linebacker. What we're going to see as the play gets started, the 2 outside linebackers that are in the 2-point stance, they're going to back out in the coverage. They're not coming. Number 61 and 68. 61 knows, hey, I have Jason Pierre-Paul. He's the guy right in front of me. 68 says, hey, I have this linebacker out here. No one accounts for 33. He's going to come in that A gap between the center and the guard. The guard doesn't see it quick enough. You have a small guy versus a big guy, and when there's a race, the small guy is going to win every time. He gets in, gets the sack, right? If they can do this every once in a while, not too often, but every once in a while to create a negative play, I think they can. We saw them get a couple of sack fumbles and an interception when they brought pressure against Mahomes, and they got there. They can create negative plays and give themselves a chance to win. That is why I'll be taking the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tom Brady will solidify himself in the conversation for the greatest athlete ever, as he will pass Jordan for the number of rings that he has. He will get his 7th ring. Both teams have very good offenses. One team has an elite defense. I think that elite defense will show up and show out.